All right, so if you're looking for a job, this video is for you. Now, I'm not promising a job opportunity here, not at all, but the information I'm getting ready to share with you, I think it could benefit you of helping you land a job quicker, right? Hope that makes sense. Right now, I work in tech. I work as an IT support specialist. My job consists of troubleshooting and problem solving. It's a tech job, right? And believe it or not, IT support is one of the hot jobs right now that people are looking to obtain. Believe it or not, um, for different reasons. I won't disclose why, but a lot of people are contacting me, asking how to land a job as a IT support specialist or help desk. It's insane, but one of the hottest jobs right now in tech is software engineering, cybersecurity. Everybody wants to become a cybersecurity analyst now, and software development, right? Those four jobs are the hot jobs right now in tech. So with all that said, let me give you some information on how you can, maybe this information can help you land a job, not just in tech, but in other industries like retail, government jobs. Yeah. So real quick, let me introduce myself. My name is Ario DeJuiced from juicytech.com. That's the name of my website. It's a loud car. I have an email list available on that website. What I'll do is leave a link of my website, juicytech.com, in the bottom below of this video, down there. Truck passing by, loud vehicle. If it's a lot of noise, it's coming from a giant truck here. But yeah, juicytech.com. The link is in the description box below this video, and you're all set. So let's keep talking. So if I were you, right? If I were you, what I'll be doing right now, if I'm looking for work, if I'm looking for a job in whatever industry, right? If I were you, I would focus on my resume, okay? Believe it or not, but the resume is one of the top reasons that's hindering a lot of people from finding work in different sectors and industries. It is. Let me explain how and why. The reason why the resume is something to focus on is because the type of information that you're implementing on that document can either make or break you of finding a job, okay? What I mean by that is this. Some people are putting a lot of to me, a lot of information that shouldn't be on your resume. And let me explain what information I'm referring to. One of the things that people are adding on their resume that's not helping them, or that is helping them, is your degrees, your education. Let me explain some more. Believe it or not, but employers, when they look at your resume and when they see how many degrees you have, if you listed a bunch of degrees on your resume, believe it or not, this is causing you of not to land a job. You may be asking how. Isn't that what employers want to see, or recruiters, or temp agencies, or hiring managers? They do want to see your degrees, your knowledge. Of course they do. But to have that many degrees, what it screams to them, basically, what it means to them when they see a list of degrees that you've listed on your resume, it means you're too expensive, right? Having that many degrees, master's, bachelor's, associate, PhD, all these things, which is amazing, first of all, right? Which is so amazing that you've managed to accomplish. But those degrees mean you're asking for more money because of your knowledge, because of your education, which is fantastic. Again, you're not doing anything wrong, but adding too many degrees on your resume may actually scare away the employer or hiring manager, because you may be asking for too much money. You're too expensive, basically. It's a real thing, right? A lot of people are asking for a lot of money with the more degrees they have. Now, I know this because my wife and I run a small business. We have employees. We have multiple employees, okay? I said employees, multiple employees. We have employees basically, and we have people sending us emails asking if we're hiring, and they're always listing a bunch of information, degrees basically, on their resume, and they usually ask for a lot of money because of their education, which is great. But to be honest with you, as a small business owner, I don't want to spend too much. I don't want to spend so much money on anything. Okay, the biggest expense for most companies or small companies, just companies in general, the biggest expense that they have to pay for is employees, or I'll say our employees. Hope I'm making sense. When it comes to corporations or businesses, the most expensive expense they have are employees. You cost a lot of money. I cost a lot of money. Again, I work in IT. Employees are the most expensive thing or expense for a business. So when it's time to make cuts, right? When it's time to make cuts and just, save money, the first thing most businesses do is target the most expensive expense, which is the employee. That's why you see a lot of layoffs. That's one of the reasons why you see a lot of layoffs. It's expensive to hire help. It's very costly to hire help. I know this because I have employees. So that's what I'm saying to you. When you're listing on your resume that you have all these degrees, which is amazing, you're actually scaring away the employer and or manager or hiring manager or the recruiter. You cost too much money. And right now, with the tariffs and all this going on right now with companies not making enough money, why would they want to spend all their money on employees? What sense does that make? If they're not making enough money, the last thing they want to do is spend more money. And if you're asking for more money, then it is a fast no. We don't want to hire you. We don't want to hire you. This is why most companies are so quick to hire new help, because a lot of times the new help are asking for less money. You can have all the knowledge you want, all the experience as an employee. You can have years of experience. If you're too expensive, it's a no alone. It is a no immediately. We can't afford you, so we're not gonna hire you. That's just one factor. Your degrees. That's just one factor. Train passing by. So loud. Such a loud thing, man. It's like right next to me. But yeah, so that's one thing to consider, man. Your degrees. Just don't list too many. List maybe 2 or 3 max. Maybe just 2. Honestly, just don't give too much information. And I'm not saying lie on your resume. Of course, now we don't want any false information either. No, but they don't need to know that you have like 10 degrees, 5 degrees. Like I don't need to know all this. I get it. You are smart. You're knowledgeable. Awesome. But it can also scare them away. Just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Another issue I see a lot when it comes to people are not able to find work is it has a lot to do with the resume again, yes, but this time it's now your job experience, right? First I said the degree, now it's your job experience. It's the same thing. You have all these different experiences that you've done like for years. In the eyes of many employers, you are too much money. You're going to ask for a lot of money because of your experience. So just like your degrees, I would not list too much information, even when it comes to your job experience. It's great that you have 20 years of something, right? But if you have like multiple jobs, if I'm making sense, right? If you have multiple jobs, a lot of times that can scare them away as well. Now, if you just came from leaving a job that you've been there for like 20 years, different story, right? Different story. But if you have like a list of jobs, that's not a good look. It's just not a good look. It's not a good look. So put enough information, but not too much information. Hope that makes sense. So with all that said, Something else to consider if you're looking for work, right? The whole point of this video is to help you land a job, right? The whole point of you watching this video is to find information to help you land a job. So my thing is, do whatever you can to make that possible. What does that really mean? Just keep in mind also that there's a list of, not a list, but there's an ocean of people looking for work, right? There's a freaking ocean of people looking for work, and they're looking for the same specific job that you're looking for. Again, most of the time, people, when it comes to tech, a lot of people want to become a cybersecurity analyst or professional, IT support, or just help desk, or software engineer or software developer. Like, these jobs everybody want, and a lot of people are looking to just land those jobs. So you have a freaking so much competition. So it's like, how do you stand out? So the whole thing with the resume is one thing to stand out. It is. That's one thing to consider. Do not put too much information on your resume. Don't come off as too expensive, basically. Don't come off as too pricey on your resume. Another thing to consider is this, and I'll stop with, and now this will be my last information, then I'll leave. But one thing to consider, and I spoke about this many times before, this is kind of off topic somewhat, but in this day and age, man, we are living in a very interesting time in terms of social media, the internet. What am I talking about? Basically, like I said, I have a small business and I still have a job, right? That means I have 2 streams of income. I really have more than that, but my point is, we are living in a time where you can literally start or building operations to help you start earning revenue. What am I talking about? Let me explain some more. I'm not saying for you to start a small business, or maybe go ahead and do one. It's your choice. But the point is, we have tools such as the internet, social media, your smartphone. Like, this is my smartphone. This makes me money, right? The videos I post on my smartphone, I post on social media and I earn revenue for it. That's another stream of income. Some of my channels on YouTube are monetized. I sell courses. Yes, I do. I have a small business. I work in IT. I do brand deals. I have like 4 or 5 streams of income. So what I'm trying to say is, I would not rely so much on just working a job in 2025 and beyond, right? I would still consider getting a job if I were you, right? If I were you, I would still consider getting a job, but I will also consider finding ways to build other operations to help you earn revenue. Now, I'm not sure exactly what that's going to be for you. I don't know. That's really your business. But the whole point is, I'm trying to give you this mindset of, I would start building something for your own where you don't have to rely so much on a job. I'm not against having a job. It's great, right? But I would never let that be my only source of income. I can never let my one job be what's funding my lifestyle. That's so dangerous to me, because if that job goes away for whatever reason, now what? So it is a safety net. It is a better safe than sorry type of way of thinking, and it's so important to me, man. I very much want to just drill this in your head. Start other streams of income, whatever that is, whatever you plan on doing, but just have that mindset of not relying on that one stream of income. Even if you have a small business, I will have other streams of income. I will monetize your business. Maybe start a YouTube channel, talk about your experiences, a lot of things, right? But the point is not to rely on just one stream of income. So again, it was a little off topic, but I just think this is a very important thing in today's world, where there's so many layoffs going on and people are looking for work, and you have so much competition with people looking for that same job that you want. It's insane, man. So look out for yourself. Look out for yourself. Do not rely so much on getting a raise, a promotion, which is still great, accept it, obviously, but build your own operation, man. That's my whole point. Build your own operation or operations while working a job or while looking for another job. Whatever that is. But that's really up to you. But that's the mindset I think you should have in 2025. Having multiple streams of income. Let me get up out of here. Like I said before, you can reach me at juicytech.com. Join my email newsletter. I would love for you to be part of that. Again, you can find that in the description box below this video down there. And you're all set. Besides all that, I think I'm all set. Thank you for watching this video. Hope it benefits you, the information that I just shared. And that's about it. Peace out. Catch you on the next video. If I can turn this thing off, it'll be great.